Hi everyone, today I'm going to do a very speedy chicken curry recipe that should serve 3 to 4 people. First of all, heat a couple of tablespoons of vegetable oil in a pan and dice up your chicken. 400 to 500 grams should be fine, and just pop it in and seal it. Once the chicken is sealed, after a couple of minutes or so, just remove from the pan. We just don't want to cook it all the way through. Once you've taken the chicken from the pan, return the pan to the heat and just get ready to put in an onion. I've used a red onion, one sort of small to medium size, but you can use white if you like. So just put that back in the oil with the chicken juices and leave that to soften. We then add the garlic and ginger, and I've got 2 rather fat cloves of garlic here that I've chopped up, and about an inch or so of ginger that I peeled and then chopped. So add that in and then let that cook down for about another minute or so. And I'm just going to add the spices, the powdered spices. So we have 2 generous teaspoons of coriander and 2 generous teaspoons of cumin, 1 teaspoon of turmeric, and about a 1/4 teaspoon of dried chili flakes. Now the amount of chili you add is very much up to you, but I find that about a 1/4 teaspoon of those dried chili flakes gives a low amount of heat. It's not really fiery or anything like that. So I just added a splash of water to the ingredients as they were starting to stick to the bottom of the pan, and that just lifts them off so they don't get dried in. Now I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons or thereabouts of tomato puree and stir the puree around so that it starts to break down and release the oils within. Now it's time to return the chicken to the pan, so just slosh that back in. Stir around until the chicken is coated, and now we're going to add the tin of 400 gram tin of plain chopped tomatoes. And I add about 1/3 of the can that I've just used of water, maybe a bit less than that actually, just to loosen the gravy a bit. Once it comes to the boil, just lower the heat so that it rolls over on a simmer, and then I take a chicken stock cube of the OXO variety in this case and just crumble it in. And next I'll add some sugar, so about a sort of rounded teaspoon, but it's something that you should check as you go, and you might be happy to leave it at that or perhaps add more later. It's just that the tin tomatoes can be quite acidic at times. Stir that in, as I say, just leave it to simmer for about 10 minutes. I'm just going to add the finishing touches. So I take a teaspoon of garam masala, which is a spice mix which basically finishes off and sets off the dish nicely. So mix that in, and finally I usually add a couple of dessert spoons of Greek natural yoghurt. This adds a creaminess to the dish and also helps to reduce the acidity of the tomatoes. Now, you would have tasted at some point before this, and the stock cube I added earlier should bring enough salt to the dish, but if you need any more, then feel free to add it. It's one of those that you'll want to taste and season as you go. That's it pretty much. It's done now. This will serve 3 to 4 people. I certainly get 4 portions out of it, but it depends on your appetite. Altogether, it will take you about 40 minutes to cut up the ingredients and to cook through to this point. So it's really quick, really tasty, and a great meal for any day of the week. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Until next time.